Hello, Butterflies and Buttercups. Okay, this is a question for other systems, or maybe not even like systems specifically, but people who are much more trauma informed and have more knowledge than I do. So I know trauma demands to be heard. I know that when a specific person has deeply hurt or traumatized you, there is this compulsion. It feels like a compulsion. Like it feels like I have no choice to try to get that person to see you, to see your pain, to validate you. And I want to know if there's a word or a phrase or anything that is specific to that compulsion feeling in a trauma sense, in specifically in that please, please, please see me and see what you've done to me. Because right now I have somebody who keeps fronting who cannot control themselves when contacting our ex, who is not only a narcissist. We were married for 20 years. We've been separated for a year and a half. We've been separated for a year. And part of the compulsion is needing our ex to validate and do and say and be all the right things because of this need to still be with her, even though the trauma that she has caused us is so mind-blowingly significant that it caused this particular altar, who is in so much pain, to go dormant for like a decade. And then that altar came out of dormancy as we started feeling safer, because things were getting better and going okay, just to be betrayed again. And it's almost this like wildness, this desperation that feels restless. It's a panicky, deep depression. It's a I need to be with you or I'm going to fling myself off a cliff type of impulsive, wild depression. That's the only way I can describe it. And it feels like a compulsion to beg her to see me so that we can somehow fix things, even though at this point things are irreparable. And it's even worse because her therapist, our ex's therapist, is not only not trauma informed, but also hates my guts, because I did a one-on-one with that therapist to talk about the abuse so that they could like fold in some of the issues to help. And she basically told me that trauma doesn't count if it's far enough in the past. So that's what I'm working with. And I that same like wild, desperate depression and anxiety also applies to the idea of her talking to her therapist and telling her therapist about these conversations, and her therapist going, oh, your ex is a psycho, you never did anything wrong, and you need to just like finish the abandonment. Just And if you're wondering, the reason that I'm still in contact with my ex on a regular basis is not only because we have a child together, but also because I am multiply disabled and she is the only income earner. And so there's the additional deep, deep fear of poverty, homelessness, illness. It almost feels like this other alter has borderline personality disorder. Like, I know that's a controversial diagnosis that will probably be dismantled within the next decade because it has a it's hugely problematic as a diagnosis. But it's based in really severe abandonment issues and that same like compulsion to be seen, and this sort of like inherent it's like a core belief system, like a very integral core belief system that you are unwanted and unlovable, and you need people to prove otherwise in order to force yourself to live another day. And I feel like this is just literally the worst fucking combination of things in this situation. And if this other alter keeps fronting, if Heather keeps fronting, I am honestly truly worried that she's not going to survive it. But again, can somebody please give me more context, more language on that compulsion? Okay, that ended up longer than I wanted it, but thanks, and I love you.